Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Greetings. This is Rashida, your favorite marriage mindset coach. I promise you guys have me cackling. If you could see me over here, sometimes reading your DMs, I'm like cackling, literally like cackling, like hilarious. So this message is in response to a DM that I got around how to tell in the courtship phase if a man is more so in his feminine energy than his masculine energy. How to tell. You definitely want a masculine man because he is normally a great provider or protector, and he will make it his goal and his mission to make your life easier and better. He will take pride in making your life and your children's lives easier and better. It will be his mission, one of his missions. So you definitely want a masculine man, right? And everybody, like I said, we all have masculine and feminine, right? You want to make sure that I always say I like when he is masculine out in the world, masculine in his duties and responsibilities, but he still has that femme side that he only reserves for me in private. That's what I like. So I wrote a list because I was over here cracking up over your DM. Your DM was hilarious. She kind of shared her personal story a little bit, and it was really cackling, seriously. So I wrote a list. Here are the top 10 ways to spot a feminine man so you can stay clear of him, meaning that he is imbalanced, more feminine than masculine. Number 1, over-emotional about everything, no emotional control, can get in his feelings real quick, like a woman. And this is the worst part of that he can get into his feelings real quick. He can't flip negative emotions with action. Really masculine men, we're all human beings. We're going to have negative emotions. We're going to feel anger. We're going to feel envy. We're going to feel jealousy. All of us have those emotions. But a masculine man knows how to flip his negative energy, his negative emotions by doing something. He's not going to sulk and stay in his own misery. When things are not working out, he's not going to feel defeated. He's going to go take action to change things. He's going to recognize the power in him to take action to make things different. He's not going to wallow and suffer and just cry about things. He's going to go do something about it. Okay. Also, I noticed that femme men are usually very, very, very clingy. Very clingy. Usually masculine men are not super clingy like that. So that's number 1. Number 2, he's not self-directed or self-motivated. He is looking for people to give him guidance and advice about the next step, the next plan, what he should do. Sometimes that advice could be from his mother. So some mommy's boys fall into this category. Or he's looking for your advice. He's looking for you to initiate. He's looking for you to lead the way. He's looking for you to give the guidance, which will get annoying for you after time. You'll be annoyed by that because you'll want a man who has a plan, who can lead, who can guide. That's what you'll be looking for because that will make your life easier and better. Number 3, and my numbers are out of order when I wrote these. Y'all gonna have like 2 bonuses, I think. Number 3, which I kind of touched on a little bit before. He doesn't take initiative. He doesn't tell you what's next because he doesn't really have a plan. So really masculine men are planners, and they always in their mind know what's next, like what they're planning for. And they will tell you, this is the direction I'm leading us in. This is where I want to go. This is where I want us to be in 5 years. This is where I want the kids to be. Like they will initiate and take next steps, especially in courtship. You're not wondering, does he want to marry me? Does he want to have me meet his parents? Does he want to talk to my wali or guardian? He is telling you, this is the next step. This is what I'm going to do. Takes action, right? Decisive, right? Anything outside of that is very femme. Number 4, what I find with feminine dominant men is either their father wasn't in their life. So there's a couple different scenarios. Either their father wasn't in their life, either their father could have emasculated them. A father's role in his son's life is to build him up, to grow him, to help him become a man, to take him through his little manhood training process. And I find with feminine men, sometimes their fathers either weren't in their lives or they emasculated them. So they constantly knocked them down or criticized them, and kind of like almost like stole that energy of that masculine energy from them. Or his father wasn't a masculine man. Okay, so that's his role model. Most men, their role models are their fathers, and they usually emulate their fathers or want to emulate their fathers. Number 5, he doesn't feel responsible for your happiness and success. Feminine men are not thinking about how can I make your life easier and better. They are not thinking about how can I help you achieve your goals. If your goal is to be home and be a housewife, they're not thinking how can I make that happen? How can I help her to quit her job? It's not even on it's not in the blueprint. It's not in the plan. They could care less. If your goal is to have a business or have a great career, they're not really focused on helping you achieve your goals at all, right? Sometimes they're focused on themselves, which that could be a number 1 sign that I didn't actually write down. That's okay. Number 6 is sometimes they're not responsible, or they don't have they don't have a life plan. They don't have goals. They're not taking action every day to achieve higher level goals, like the highest level goals. Like they don't have dreams, things that they're really actively working on to achieve their own goals. Number 7, this is a big one. They will allow people to disrespect them. They won't put their foot down. They won't stand up for themselves. They won't stand up for you. They won't stand up for others. They don't necessarily take pride in having respect, having a healthy ego, and demanding respect from anyone who comes into their presence. They won't stand up for you, especially when it comes to their family. So look out for that. Number 8, they're not resilient, so they can get knocked down very easily. And again, they can get knocked down very easily, stay in their feelings, and not get up. They're not resilient. They're not figuring out, what can I do if I'm knocked down? What will I do, right? So not resilient is a good indicator that he's in his fem. Number 8, they're not necessarily hard workers. They may not be ambitious. Again, they don't have higher level goals. Men should have higher level goals that literally terrify them, that they're afraid of, but that they're still working actively every day to accomplish. And I find that femme men are not necessarily brave. They're not courageous. They're not going to take risks. They are going to be okay with being comfortable and staying comfortable. And, sometimes that doesn't benefit you as a woman. When a man is okay with bare minimum or just being comfortable. Number 10, they can lack confidence in themselves, in their abilities, and in their goals. So they don't believe in themselves, which means they won't necessarily believe that they can help you as well achieve your goals. And then these are bonuses because I misnumbered all of these. Number 11 is he doesn't say what he means and means what he says. They can flip-flop. They can go back and forth. They're not really strong in their words. And when they say something, they mean it, right? So they can be real flighty. And then the last thing I noticed with them is they normally don't have a strong circle of men around them. So really masculine men are usually inspired by other men, and they keep a circle of men around them to inspire them to achieve their higher level goals. Usually the men in their circle are doing better than they are, whether it's in business and work and career, and they are looking up to these men as role models, as examples. And I find a lot of femme men, if you look at the circle of men that they're around, either they don't have a really good circle, or the men that are in their circle are not successful or not at the level that they would like to be on. So I hope that helps, and I'll talk to you guys later. My sons.